Welcome to Narrator's Cut. Today we're going to show you a rom-com movie called Love Hard. Following her ideal match on a dating app, an LA writer discovers she's been catfished as she goes 3,000 miles across the country to surprise him for the holiday season. Watch out for spoilers and keep an eye on. Natalie Bauer is a dating columnist based in Los Angeles who writes about the awful dates she has met using dating apps like Tinder and Bumble. Natalie meets a man named Josh Lynn after deciding to widen the search radius of the app's search function. Through a series of long phone conversations, Natalie develops a strong emotional attachment to him. To surprise him for Christmas, she chooses to go to his hometown in Lake Placid, New York, where she will be accompanied by her boss, who is sure that this will be the end of her dating disasters. Josh, on the other hand, quickly recognizes that she has been duped and that he has used another man's images to lure her in. Natalie is upset, but she discovers that the man whose photographs Josh used, Tag Abbott, happens to live in the same town as her ex-boyfriend. In exchange for pretending to be his girlfriend for the holidays, Josh, an old friend of Tag's, agrees to set them up. Natalie decides to stay with the Lynn family for the time being. Josh arranges for Tag to meet Natalie and introduces her to him as his cousin. Natalie exaggerates her enthusiasm for thorough and rock climbing in order to impress Tag. Tag challenges her to a wall climb, where she manages to keep her fear of heights hidden from Tag as Josh assists her in getting down. Natalie accepts Tag's invitation to join him on future occasions. In this episode, Natalie meets Josh's brother Owen, the more successful sibling who is constantly vying for the Lynn family's attention. When Natalie and Josh get positive feedback for their duet during Christmas caroling, Owen becomes resentful and confesses that he and his partner are expecting a child. Josh proposes to Natalie on the spot in an attempt to regain control of the situation, and she feels compelled to accept. After Natalie expresses her disappointment in Josh, Josh tells her that he will notify his family that things did not work out at the conclusion of the holidays. Natalie hears about Josh's candle-making hobby, which he started to recollect his grandfather's fragrance after he dies. Natalie is intrigued by Josh's pastime. She encourages him to turn the idea into a business. Josh and Natalie's engagement announcement is published in the local newspaper, requiring the couple to spend the early hours of the morning retrieving all of the papers from across town in order to avoid Tag being aware of their engagement. Natalie looks at Josh's authentic dating app profile and encourages him to have more self-confidence and use images that better highlight his strengths to be more successful. After learning that Natalie is planning a date with Tag at a restaurant, Josh tells her that she should not lie or compromise her ideals in order to please Tag. When Natalie informs him that she has arrived as a result of his deceit, the two come to blows. Tag tells Natalie that he hasn't celebrated Christmas in a long time as they leave the dining table after their meal. Natalie suddenly realizes that Tag is not the man she had assumed he was, and Tag responds by kissing her on the lips on the spot. Josh and Natalie are surprised by the Lynn family, who hosts an engagement party in Tag's family's restaurant. Natalie is introduced to Tag's parents as his girlfriend by Tag. Owen is informed about Natalie's dating column by Natalie's boss, who arrives on the scene. Owen informs Josh that Natalie is only accompanying him to the location of her next piece. Natalie gives a speech during the party, in which she explains the truth to everyone, including Tag, who is upset at Natalie's betrayal and then reminds her that Die Hard is not a Christmas film. She then goes from the Lynn household. With the encouragement of Natalie, Josh tells his father that he no longer wants to run the family business and instead wishes to start a candle manufacturing firm. Natalie is waiting at the lodge overnight before her morning flight, and she is looking at Josh's revised dating app profile, which shows his honest nature and underlines his genuineness. She comes to the realization that she is over heels in love with Josh and returns to his home, where they have a kiss. And that's it. Hope you enjoy it. And please leave a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel for more interesting movies to recap. Take care. See you at the next video.